Well, it sure can feel like you have a lot on your plate when it comes to planning that holiday meal, especially this year with food prices going up. Have no fear. You can have that feast without the fuss. With me now to help walk us through it all is Real Simple Editor-in-Chief Lauren Iannotti. Lauren, welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us on Consumer Confidential. So let's talk a little bit about the big holiday coming up. Yeah. Where turkey is the star, and turkey prices we know are up 73% from last year. It's expensive. So what are your best tips in terms of how you can save on the staples and still have a wonderful meal? Where can we skimp? Where should we splurge? Where should we swap?
Sure. Okay. Don't buy the breast. Don't buy the whole bird. Buy the legs. So we actually, our main event this year, I know it's a little bit crazy, and I remember talking to my food director, and she's like, this is nuts. Legs. They're much cheaper because they're less in demand. They're totally delicious. It's dark meat.
Dark meat.
Yeah, and absolutely. And we have a great recipe for them, and they can be just as delicious as anything else. So I just say that's where you're going to save right there. If you go for the legs instead. Also, they're also like a pound each or a pound and a half, which basically takes some of the hard math out of figuring it out.
How many people? Each of you gets a leg.
One leg per person.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Stuffing. Don't worry about using dried spices. You absolutely can use dried spices. You can use the spices that are in your cupboard right now. Just anything. I know a lot of recipes call for fresh, right? And you feel like, oh, I got to do that. Nope. You can use dried. 1 tablespoon of fresh equals 1 teaspoon of dried.
Got it. Okay.
I was very careful not to mix that up. I don't want people poisoning their relatives.
Too much rosemary.
Exactly. So, and if you want to get fresh, absolutely don't worry about wasting, because there are ways to preserve them and save them. You basically cut them like fresh cut flowers, the leftovers, and put them in a glass on the counter, and they can stay for a couple of days. Just change the water every day. And then, you know, if you're worried about still not using them, just chop them up and put them in an ice cube tray with olive oil. I love this trick. Put it in the freezer. And then you've got these little flavor bombs you can put in soups and stews and sauces.
Yes. Okay, that's a great tip. What about beverages? Those tend to add up. They get pricey. What are your tips on saving there?
So don't feel like you have to have a varietal of wine for every single person. Like Uncle Doug really likes that Côte du Rhône. Well, then he can bring it. Your job is to get 1 red and 1 white. Crowd pleasers. They don't have to be expensive. If you talk to your wine shop, they'll have good bottles for like $12 a bottle. And the more you buy, the cheaper it is. So if you get a case, if you have a big crowd coming, 1 red, a medium-bodied red that goes nicely with your turkey. 1 white, let's say a Sancerre, a nice acidic Sancerre, or Sauvignon Blanc that goes nicely with your turkey, and they get to choose, and you're done.
I like that. You know, people did that for weddings, too, because if you have an open bar, it can be really crazy, but if you just choose a few select drinks, nobody really even feels like they're missing out.
Totally.
Let's talk about the grocery store. Where can we cut costs? What should we be keeping an eye out when it comes to bargains?
So the big thing about saving at the grocery store, and we know it's tough out there. I mean, the prices are skyrocketing. So plan early. I like to say shop early, shop often.
Yeah.
First, set your menu. List up what you're going to have to buy. Perishables versus non-perishables. Non-perishables you're going to hold off on. Right now, we're talking about, we've got a couple weeks till Thanksgiving. We're talking about looking out for sales. If you have time, you can comparison shop.
You can.
Right? So you look for things on sale. Sign up for your store's points card or points.
Yeah, the loyalty program.
And the rewards. Get you know, I don't know what you've been waiting for, but if you haven't done it yet, do it now. You'll get deals. They'll let you know about deals that others don't get. And then there are also apps that you can sign up for, or you can, load up on your phone. And it's Basket, and the other one that we really like is Flip with 2 Ps.
Flip with 2 Ps.
And you can, and they will do the comparison shopping for you. They're like you're going through your circulars for you, basically, and telling you where the best deals are and how to get to them.
I got 20 seconds. What about cooking? Best tip there.
Oh my God. I guess make ahead. I mean, so like I map it out and I write it down. Here, actually, my best tip is write it down, because that way you don't have to keep deciding over and over again. You know what you're making on Wednesday. You know what you're making on Thursday. You have to spread it all out. You have to make sure you're preparing and making things ahead, and you will have the best Thanksgiving ever.
I love it. Great tips. Lauren Iannotti with Real Simple. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.